See how that gravy done cooked down some? The onions and bell pepper pretty much to the way I like it. Can't beat this with a stick. This is what you call a pork chop. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making smothered pork chops. It reminds me of my son. Every time he come home, he always asks me to make them. So this is very simple. You need pork chops, of course. Make sure you wash them, clean them the way you like. And I'm going to season with, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, a little salt, and Sazon. I think I pronounced it right this time. Sazon. I'm always using this stuff. Pretty much in all my meats. If I'm mentioning some of the videos, this is one of the seasonings, Sazon, right here.
She got many different names for this season.
I be saying Xanaray, but I mean Sazon.
Xanaray, Sazon, Zanzon, whatever.
This right here, this is what I'm talking about. Then once I get to season pork chop, then we're gonna come over here. First we're gonna fry those. Then we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna cut up the red bell peppers, green, and onion. Now if you don't like green or red, you don't have to put it in there. But you do need some onion in this gravy. So right now I'm just gonna season the pork chops up. And I'm not gonna put a wet batter on this because I'm gonna make a gravy with this. So I'm not gonna put a wet batter on there. So you can put a salt, seasoned salt, whatever you want to season your pork chop with. Whatever you want to season this with, that's what you do. I like this, I don't know, it just got a different taste to it. Some people let the meat sit out, and make sure, that's one thing, make sure your meat, all meat come to room temperature, all meat. So this been sitting out and it's at a temperature right now. I'm gonna do my vegetables. And you always sanitize when you got meat, on the table. Which the meat didn't touch this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it while I'm doing it. So I'm cutting some bell peppers up, green bell pepper. I'm gonna set that there. And then, I'm just gonna cut mine like this. You're getting this out, which, some of y'all already know. You're doing this. You're just dicing them up. Nothing hard. And then, make sure your knife be sharp. Mine's done got dull. So, it's easy to chop up with with your knife. You got a good knife. Okay, this right here is what you need. That's it. That's all the chopping you need. And next you're gonna get you some flour, just pour you some in there. Ain't no measure, just pour you some flour to flour your pork chop up. And then you're gonna come over here, you're gonna do the same thing. You always season your flour or your batter or whatever you're gonna use it. Any season you wanna use, you can use it. Whatever you wanna use, it's up to you. And I use the rest of this Sazon. I don't know why I keep saying Xanaray. I don't know why I keep saying that. And sometimes I marinate or soak my meat overnight sometimes, just to penetrate, to get more flavor into the meat. I like doing that a lot. Like if I know, I'm cooking these pork chops, and I might just set them in some type of marinade or something, put them in a Xanaray or like in a dry rub and just set them in the refrigerator until I get ready and cook them. Right now I'm finna test the oil. It's ready. I'm turning this heat down a little bit. I got it on high just to get it to a temperature I want. Right now I'm gonna let this oil cool down because I don't want this fried too fast. Okay, right here I'm finna brown some flour. And the only reason I'm finna brown this because, I'm finna make as they call a roux or whatever for the gravy. So what I do, sometimes I brown my flour to, instead of stirring, when you pull the oil off and then you put the flour in there to make the brown roux. But I'm finna skip that. I'm finna do this right here. I'm finna show you how to brown some flour. And I'm putting about, you can put a half a cup or a cup because you're not gonna use all of it. You can freeze this until you get ready to use it again. Now, one thing you can't do, you can't be walking away from this. You got to keep stirring it and stuff until it brown, until the flour cook. What it's doing is it's cooking and it's gonna turn brown, and you can stop at a light brown, dark brown, whatever brown you want. After a while, when this skillet heat up and it's finna get ready and start cooking in a minute. I'm gonna come over here and see if my oil done came down some. And I think so. So right now I'm working a little hurry because I got two things going. And really don't take all day to cook them. You know, some people, you know, like my cousin, them, they can start cooking at 12 o'clock and it won't be ready till 9 o'clock at night. But see, this just a light, doesn't. This ain't no, you know, I'm not looking for no crust. See that? Mm-hmm. Putting it in like that. See that? If you think your temperature too hot, just bring it down. See this right here? You got to keep it going. Come on, let's go ahead. I'm finna try to hurry up and put this other pork chop in here. See, I'm doing two things at a time. Hey, this is what you call a cook. You know, multitask. And that's why I say, you see, when I came home and started messing with something else, see how they're doing that? See that? That's why you got to keep turning, because you don't want it to burn. You hear me? You don't want it to burn.
It might smell like it's burning.
It might, but it's not burning.
It's looking pretty brown now. Yeah,
I want to brown some more. See, I want mine dark. Okay, let's put that right there. I'm gonna check on these pork chops while we at it. These pork chops looking pretty good there. See, the difference is on this, I don't want my pork chop crispy. I ain't looking for that type of part. I'm looking for this right here because I'm gonna put that gravy on it. See that? I'm gonna let them cook some more to get hard. You know, one thing you can't do is fry a pork chop so long and it, you know, it won't be juicy.
So like it's cooking when it go in the gravy too, right?
Yeah, it's gonna cook when it go in the gravy. But when it go in the gravy, it's you know, it's kind of different from yeah. So if you want to eat a pork chop sandwich, I probably would have pulled this pork chop out right now, you know, and eat it like that. But since it's going on the gravy, we're gonna leave it alone. This right here is ready now. This is good enough for me. This is what I'm looking for. See that? Like I said, these pork chops wasn't meant to be for, you know, for that crisp, that bite. They were meant for this gravy. Okay, watch yourself. Okay, next what I'm gonna do is I'm finna get ready to pour this oil in some, hope I don't want to burn. Pour this oil into this right here. When you do this, make sure you watch yourself. I'm gonna say this much oil. Let me take some more out right now. I'm gonna say this much oil. Normally when people make gravy, you see this right here, this brown part, that's the good part. And this right here is what they make gravy out of. I'm finna get ready to put the onions and bell pepper in. I'm finna get ready to make the gravy now. And remember, like I say, you know, try to invest in some spatulas. Do not use the spoons in your pans and stuff. You see how they coming right here? I might add. See, this is supposed to make the gravy. You see that? Okay, right now I want to go ahead and sift this. Let me turn my eye down for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and sift this. Just get all whatever lumps in it or whatever. We got to go ahead and make it gravy. So I'm just sipping this to get all whatever leftover particles and stuff. You see that right there? You don't want that. Okay. All right. Right now, I want to go ahead and use some of this right here. I'm going to use about a tablespoon for now. Just see what it looks like. And
It's like 2 tablespoons right there.
yeah, about 2 tablespoons. See that? See what I'm doing here? You know, not too much starting out. So you're gonna do this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use some, since I'm not gonna use chicken broth, I'm gonna go with water because I'm using a chicken powder. I mean that beef powder. Okay, you see what it's doing here? See that? All right, let's go ahead and do this. You make sure you stir it because you don't want no clunk gravy. See that? And when you have, when you have a lot of smoke, sometimes to move the smoke out of the way, so get some more.
It already look like gravy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Always taste your stuff, because if it don't taste like nothing now, it ain't gonna taste like nothing later.
Nope. So now we're finna get ready to season this up. So we're gonna go with some of this garlic powder. We're gonna go with some onion powder, black pepper. That was onion thing. What else I got? Look over there and give me the pepper flakes. If I got any more left.
Right here.
Yeah. I just got a little bit to get through this right here. All right, we're gonna see how it tastes now. You can even put garlic in there, chop garlic and stuff up in there. You can even do that. You want to taste? See what it tastes like? You're gonna learn how to cook. All right, I'm gonna take a look.
Like everybody else, I'm
Just
make
eat.
my own way. I'm gonna use your way and add my own twist to it.
Yeah, like I said, you can do anything. This just like what they call it, blueprint or whatever. You know, just something that you can see and add to it, take away. If you get one thing out of this, you know, that's something. So now I'm finna get ready to add these pork chops. To me, the gravy tastes good. I might add a little bit. I don't know if I want to add any more. Legal ain't got but 2 pork chops. I think that's enough gravy for us right here. You see that? We're gonna let this cook down for about 30 minutes to check on it and go from there. Okay, this is what it's looking like now. You see that gravy? I might add a little bit more flour or thickness to it to thick the gravy up a little bit more, but I'm just letting it cook on down right now. See, I'm trying to let the onions cook or whatever. And you see how that flour make your gravy darker? And this is really how I like my gravy, this dark. Right here, you can make any roux with it, you know, for gumbo or whatever. I'm gonna show y'all a gumbo recipe too. But you know, you can make gumbo with this, whatever you want. All right, this is really ready. So I'm just showing you how long, and this been cooking for about maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And see how that gravy done cooked down some, the onions and bell pepper pretty much to the way I like it. And you know, you really don't want to keep going. Like I said, you can put it down low, but I'm satisfied with the gravy on the thickness of it. See that? See that? And this is what I like. And see how that brown flour turn this gravy this dark? And you know, you can skip the step on, you know, putting the flour in the grease and try to make your roux. All right, y'all, this is the final product. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and taste a little piece. And by the way, this is a thick pork chop. You can go with a thin pork chop or whatever thickness you like. So this is the inside of it. And give me a little of this rice right here. And this jasmine rice. I really like using jasmine rice. You can use any rice you like. So I'm just gonna taste a little bit of this. And then if you want some extra gravy, and you got gravy right here. See that gravy there? See that? So you can make more gravy or you make less. So like I said, dealing with 3 pork chops, this is enough gravy right here. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my pork chop.
It's like a meal for 2 or 3.
Yeah, meal for two.
2 if it's me. You know, I need 2 pork chops myself.
So let me taste this and see how it tastes. It tastes good, real good. And I like a lot of gravy too. Can't beat this with a stick. I appreciate y'all for watching this video of the pork chop and gravy. And if you want me to make more gravy or more gravy recipes or whatever, just let me know in the comments. And like I say, you know, all you have to do is just get in the kitchen and try. And once you try cooking, no matter if you messed up on that meal or whatever, you put your heart in it and that still be a good meal to eat. I would like you to like, subscribe, comment, and share on this video. And I'll see you next time.